Pace through, this is phase 2, I got Jesus on my side. Pace through, this is phase 2, I got Jesus on my side. Pace through, this is phase 2, I got Jesus on my side. Pace through, this is phase 2, I got Jesus on my side. Pace through, this is phase 2, I got Jesus on my side.
Going to the top.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Look at me, looking fly, looking fresh. I'm going to try and keep this as quick and straightforward as I can. Just because, I don't know. This has been a fun experience for me for quite some time. Let me try and get relaxed up here. And the reason it's been a fun, quick experience for me is just, I think I need to be addressing some stuff. But I also want to make it fun. So I don't want to get too freaking heavy on the stuff. And I'm going to be using all kind of words. I'm going to be using anything and everything that I can think about on my mind. I'm going to try not to have too big of a filter. And I'm going to have fun with it, you know? It's hard out here doing just what I want to do in my life without having to worry about stuff. Like, I see stuff online, right? Like, hear me out. I've been seeing these, Grammy things. I don't even watch the Grammys. Like, when I say I really don't even fucking watch the Grammys, I just see the stuff pop up on my TikTok and my social medias and Facebooks and stuff. Like, you see how deep the behind the scenes are. Like, I can see a lot of the TikTok influencers and stuff, like the people that are in LA and they want to be big movie stars and they want to be on the big screen and stuff like that. Like, these are people that grew up aspiring to be stuff like that. Like, it's really motivational to see people like Kehlani. Congratulations to you, baby boo. I know you go out and you do whatever it is that you do. And you write the music, you get everything in tune, and you put your heart and your soul out on to your craft, and you make what it is that makes the world a better place, and people can smile and enjoy life by having that energy within the world. And then you get people like Kendrick Lamar. Fuck you, my boy. I really don't care for the whole bullshit about hating on nobody. Like, I think the whole hating on Drake thing is a bit childish. It's one thing for entertainment purposes, but we black people in the United States and in the world, right? And I know not all black people are the same. I gotta admit that, because I've understood my histories. I understand there's hating in the world, and I understand there's a lot of stuff that just goes on that not a lot of people who are uneducated can really pay attention and understand. So when I see people like Kendrick out here, in the coded message, understanding that these are people that have been paid to say and do certain things to create this coded message directed at certain people, I don't think you're talking to Drake. And honestly, even if you were, it's come on, man. At what point in time after the entertainment? It's 3 years, get the entertainment going. I ain't never had no conflict with anybody in my life. I've had some real conflicts. I can say with my auntie, right? I can say with my auntie because of the whole, she might have stole some stuff when I was younger, and I've had this kind of resentment toward her. Honestly, yeah, that kind of still lingers along every now and then. But it's just at some point in time, you just kind of brush it off, understand people are going to be who they are, and you keep it moving. And no moment in time, you got to be telling me that your life is so traumatized that you can't seem to get out of your own fucking ego and just move the fuck on with whatever the hell you're going to do. And this dude won a Grammy for how much he want to hate somebody, whether it's the real Drake or a coded message pointed at somebody else, and that somebody else. Heck, I'm the type of person that got an ego and maybe think that that's somebody else, is possibly me, because a lot of the stuff I see in these commercials and stuff like that, I seen Elle Fanning do the Hellman mayonnaise thing, and only a couple of days ago, I just posted a pic, right, sitting in a chair, and it's not even the Elle Fanning. I'll get into the whole thing. You had Elle Fanning do Hellman's mayonnaise. You had Sabrina Carpenter do the Pringles, and these are the pieces of products that I had sitting on the table next to me as I was looking out the window. And then in the Hellman commercial, they sitting here trying to be funny and stuff, trying to laugh and stuff, be ha ha ha, look at this person, don't ever leave my life. So I got to get into that stuff just because it's come on now. At what point in time can a person live their regular life that it don't have to fucking get out to you trying to think that you have some type of psychological pull on somebody's life. I don't want to have to get out here and get back at you to go do some dumbass stuff. I'm out here living my regular outside of my house lifestyle in my regular job. Like, let me get into that. My regular job, I'm out at a high school right now where I'm in the privacy of an office and I have to speak to kids on their own psychological issues. I teach them how to get through issues like what these people are trying to attack at me, because I can understand that they just don't like themselves. How do I know that they don't like themselves? If I put myself in their shoes and I look at every angle on what purpose could they possibly have with all the resources that they have to go do what it is that they want to go do, and they actively choose with those resources to try to use whatever it is that in my creative process that they actually are stealing. Like, you got ASAP Rocky and stuff like that. But with ASAP, I think it's like a bit different. Like ASAP, like I had posted something about like the working in a school, so I can't post my work because it's a privacy issue. I can't post the personal issues of these kids who are trusting me with their lives and things like that. And you can't go out and just do that just for the entertainment of the world. The world likes to look at other people whining and crying and all that other stuff. And I'm just like, let me, outside of that dramatic day and experience, go and do something to release everything that's going on in my world. And I've had life experiences in many different relationships, and I don't want to go out in whatever type of financial situation I could possibly be in, because you have these assholes that want to try to control you in any type of situation that you're in. Regardless of that situation, for them to try to go that far out of their way and create these dumbass fucking scenarios, I know that they have nothing else in their life besides the pathetic resources that they want to try to paint. Like, you'll have Justin Bieber and Chris Brown, like, in their picture or whatnot. And I'm not even trying to, like, say anything negative or bad about them. I'm just saying, like, if you got all this stuff to go do out in your life or whatever, then go do that stuff, and you don't have to be pointing no fingers at nobody else that just enjoys the music that you create. If anything, heck, if anybody is supporting and loving the things that I do and say, oh wow, this person is listening to the things or viewing a life situation, and I just happen to pass by through their life because I made a song and look at where that song made it to in the world, like, man, if I'm in your shoes, I'd be like, oh wow, but what did they do with all the fucking resources and the shit that they done did in their life? Maybe they trying to send me a message. Maybe they trying to fucking say, hey, don't come here, it's fucked up behind the scenes. And if that's the fucking situation, I believe it, because I definitely wouldn't be jumping into that stuff. But let me jump back into it. That was just my introduction. I got these pieces of notes, so I want to jump into this, and I got a whole fucking thing that we're going to be going well deep into everything that I want to get out here. I don't really care if y'all gonna laugh. I don't really care if y'all not gonna laugh. The whole thing about this situation is just to have fun, be able to get some ideas out from my heart, my soul. And the thing is just to really enjoy the process. So I really just want to kind of not be too kind of like robotic about it. I don't want to be sitting here reading out of the paper, because I do get a situation where it's like I seen this one video online, right? Where it was like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, right? I had just did sit down video posts where I was sitting in the chair and stuff like that. And they had to try to scramble up really, really fast. All the people, it might not have been them specifically, but all the people behind the scenes and whatever teams that they working in, they're like sitting behind the scenes, and they got to be like, oh my gosh, what's this guy doing? We got to be able to group together and be able to come back. Like, it's supposed to be like some type of like back and forth. Like, are we fighting or something like that on a psychological level? Because honestly, on that level, no matter the highest level of psychological capacity and groupings you can possibly get, I've been doing this type of stuff my entire fucking life, to the point that it's a natural feeling for me. I can actually see why the people in my life led me on the path that I was actually able to go down. And it's the fun things in life like that that really just kind of get me to appreciate the things within my life, and not have to get too bent out of shape about questioning myself on whether or not I'm supposed to be doing this. Like this whole process right here, I think I was actually meant to come do stuff like this, because it's like, if a motherfucker out here is really out here trying to put down somebody because they want to be the big bad wolf on the scene, and they're like, oh, let me get paid to influence people that they should be chasing my money and my materialistic things and things like that. Hey, man, if that's what you want to go do, and that's all the stuff that makes you happy, I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do. I'm just letting you know that that shit don't have no bother and no effect on me. Look, I'm wearing this shit, and I really don't even fucking want to wear. I'm wearing a motherfucking coat in my fucking house right now. I'm in my house. In my house. Is it cold outside? Yes, but I have heat in my house. I don't need to be wearing a fucking coat in my house. I'm wearing a motherfucking coat in my motherfucking house because if I post this shit a couple days later, you're going to have every shadow person behind the fucking scenes trying to post whatever, and I'm not even sure if the whole world can possibly fucking see it. So if the whole world can't fucking see it, it is what it is. At least the shadow people will fucking see it, and this is my smack in the face to them. Like, if I'm out here and I'm just wearing a fucking t-shirt in my house, I'm not on fucking line trying to fucking be like, look at me, about to go to fucking Paris Fashion Week, trying to fucking be all fancy the stuff up in my house. And no, this is not a fucking Hellman Mayonnaise fucking commercial where I have to make some jingle to try to sell some stuff. All that stuff that they are making money off of, they are making that money off of me. And I am sitting here looking at all the money that they making off of me, and I'm saying, please take whatever it is you're gonna do, whatever it is you are, whatever it is you're trying to fucking get it. You got that fucking bag, now go on with your life. These people don't even fucking realize that they're winning because of me. How are you such losers that you can't even fucking go win on your own? You're not even going against me. You're not even going against me. You want it to look like you're going against me, but now it's just like my bag is so fucking big that you want to fucking sit here and pull the fucking shit out your fucking ass like A$AP Rocky and the whole trying to fucking do a mocking thing. This is where I fucking think like he's not necessarily trying to diss me, but more so trying to like say if I can get this person's name out there to such a point, maybe it is like it'll get caught on or something like that. But I feel like, come on, man, I'm such a person, I can work with you out there like that. But maybe they just are like, maybe if we just stay on our distant level, like that whole like distance thing, I don't know what it is that they do. I don't talk to the people back and forth. I just know that they do whatever it is that they do with their teams. And it's kind of like maybe a promotion thing or whatever to say, ha ha ha, I stole your flow. I'm not feeling affected by it. I know it's a lot of dumbass motherfuckers out there that's like, you stole your flow. Stole flow, nothing. Because I know exactly where I'm going, and I'm not confused on where the hell I gotta go, because I know everywhere that I motherfucking go, it's always gonna be somewhere that I want it to fucking be. I never had to fucking worry about a situation on what's my next move or anything like that. Most of my relationships, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never had any negative relationships in my entire fucking life, and I can even say that this more recent one, the Russian girl, Vicky Odenkova, I know you hear me. I know you see me. I know you follow me. I know you hear everything about everything that I'm doing. I can't tell what you're feeling. I'm going to be real. And this is to the whole fucking world. I don't know what the hell you're feeling, right? It's a very confusing state. And I've never been in a confusing state in my entire fucking life. But the thing is, on how I can live so positively on that fucking situation is I'm not really worried about anything to do with the regular real person. Like this whole fucking situation all started for the sake that I was living my regular life. When I thought about this person influencing starting engine toward the creation that I went into, I was dating somebody else. We were going through a breakup at that time. And going through the breakup at that time, it was a simple situation that that person wanted to get married to me at that time. And I just felt I wasn't financially fucking set up. I don't know how y'all are in the fucking world. A lot of people live in different fucking perspectives and they always want to put their own fucking perspective into the fucking scenario. But I have to tell you, there's different perspectives within the whole fucking world. And I never, ever, ever am trying to put myself in the perspective of somebody. Yeah, you might see me get up every now and then. These mofos always got this every like 15 or so minutes or something. The thing will pop up and be like, are you still wanting to do this stuff? Yes, motherfucker. But back to my fucking thing. These dang things just be pissing me off sometimes. Like in my situations, I'm never really worried about anything because I was in a situation. She wanted to get married, and I just chose at that point. I was not financially stable, and I don't want to be in a situation where no matter how much I like you, I wouldn't have been in a situation like this if it weren't for you. I'm the type of person that likes to think about a whole concept, not just on how quickly I can try to create this fake scenario so I can get my dick wet. I don't have no problems in my life on fucking having sex with women. A lot of the times it's a do you or do you not type of situation. I see guys doing the most when it comes to those type of things. And when it comes to Vicky, I'm going to tell you right now, the whole fucking thing about this is I've taken a lot of the spiritual connections I've had with all the different fucking women around the fucking world. All of them. Every single fucking one of them. And to protect their identity and where they come in their life, I have created this entity that has been influenced by the silhouette of Vicky Odenkova, right? It was a silhouette. And it's not even directly her. It was simply just shaping, right? To say, okay, they got to be fit. They have to have some type of style, and they have to be able to have the adventurous like motive or spirit within their life to be able to go do some fun stuff. Like Sydney Sweeney had said she was looking for somebody that jumps out of planes and stuff like that and goes on adventures and stuff like that. And I'm not saying this is my shout out to her. I just saw something pop up on my feed where Puka Nokoa was doing a shout out to her. And the whole thing that even popped up on my feed is because I play fantasy football. I do fantasy football for the sake that these are kids that I had grew up with when I was younger. And because I was really good at sports, they like the statistical side of it. And it brought me into a whole new realm of what people valued when they were even watching sports. So I was just like, okay, I can play the sports. You guys look at the statistical side. Why don't I relate to you on that side? So I'm just saying, like, it's just been kind of a relationship builder throughout my entire life to be able to go through a lot of the things that I've been through. I do these type of things for the sake that it's fun for me, and I'm not trying to go knock joke all over the place. I seen one with like Kenan Thompson, right, where Kenan was over here talking about he went to the school and he was telling the jokes to the kids, and he was like trying to make it like a knock joke type of thing, right? Like most comedians, when they out there, they want to be super funny. They write down their jokes and things like that. Like I got a piece of paper, but my piece of paper is not a fucking piece of paper to be like, yo, ha ha ha, let me try and make you laugh with this joke that I was fucking able to write down. I figure life in itself, yes, is going to have real life funny. So if I'm just sitting up here and I'm able to tell you my life story, you can laugh if you want to. You don't have to laugh. It is what it is, right? If you get to the whole fucking thing on like Dave Chappelle and how he does, and I'm throwing a lot of names out there right now. Names just going all over the place. And the reason I'm throwing all these names out are these are names that pop up on my timeline for the sake that I'm just living and I got to read behind the fucking lines or read between the lines on how many fucking people are just out there throwing these shadow words, and I got to keep on keeping up with it just for the sake that it's popping up on my feed, right? It pops up on my feed. So when like Kenan does the whole thing where it's like, I'm not funny, knock style, it's just real world funny. Like he's getting into like this whole situation where they're expecting me to come out here and have like the whole wild, crazy thing where I'm supposed to be like Cat and like have a whole spiel of knock ready jokes to make everybody laugh. And then every now and then I throw in like some type of political agenda to throw in. I'm not a paid influencer. I don't care what the fucking people are sitting here worrying about whatever it is. All I know is that it's been super fucking weird when I'm out here doing what it is that I want to do. I got somebody wanting to hop up on my thing. I'm going to say hi, and if they fucking get too rowdy with it, I'm going to fucking... Do you wanna beef? What happened? Do you wanna beef?
Because y'all being fucking stupid hell.
On it.
Y'all gotta get the fuck out of here.
Love yourself, Shelly.
Bye.
I don't know what the fuck that was. You got motherfuckers out here, and that's just shit that pops up on my thing, right? I got assholes. I don't even know if they was even fucking watching it. They were just like, yo, we want to freaking hop in. So this guy hops on here, and they start fucking popping up on here, which reminds me, I was on another TikTok the other day. These young kids really just kind of have lost themselves to just all screen time. I remember a time we used to go back in the day, right? Let me get into some real shit. Back in the day, man, we would end up in some crazy wild situations. We used to play street hockey, basketball, football, ride bikes, dirt hills, and like cornfields and stuff like that. Like at least where I grew up. I can't say where everybody else when they were younger and growing up, but I grew up outside, doing outside shit. And I hardly even broke a bone or anything like that, but I did scrape myself up a couple of times. You just fall and roll over and you just get tough skin, right? You get tough skin playing neighborhood laser tag. Imagine everybody in the neighborhood got laser tag and y'all running around neighbors' houses and jumping out of bushes and shit. Y'all play water gun tags and stuff. I remember we used to go down to Mississippi playing water gun fights and shit like that. And that was like some real shit like that. It was almost like it got to a point, it was so hot down south. Shoot, you want to get soaked by the fucking water gun. You just like, all right, find me. Wherever y'all at, soak me up, because that's just what it is. But you get out here from where I am right now, I grew up in a pretty much all predominantly one race town, and I was the oddball out, right? So I'm going to just say it that was just where I lived. And a lot of the times I had to deal with heavy racism my whole life. Like all I did when I was at school, dealing with racism, when I was outside, like, yeah, I had friends and things like that, if you can call them that every now and then. But I mean, it was more so just like acquaintances that you just like are just hanging out with. They like physical activity and they figure, hey, why don't you come hang out and play with us, whatever, we need an extra guy, right? So that was just what it was most of the time. But I mean, like outside of that, I would still go back and go hang out in the urban areas because that's just where my family had their business. Like we would go out, hang out in the urban areas and stuff like that. I've been jumped 3 times in my life. Like before we even got to the white neighborhoods, the reason we even got out there is in preschool. I was walking home. I was carrying my backpack and stuff, and I'm sitting there going down the street, skipping, all happy and giddy and stuff. And a couple of kids chased me home and had beat me up. I had to drop my backpack on the ground, and I'm running and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh shit. But I had been getting whooped pretty much my whole life, to the point that the first time I had got beat up, it really didn't even feel that bad, because all I did, it brought an awareness into my mind, was that it was just like getting the ass whooped. I was in the middle of getting kicked. They sitting here saying, you little ass nigga. And I'm sitting here bent over, dropped my bag on the ground, getting kicked. And I'm thinking to myself, this like getting a whooping. And I went home, told my parents or my grandparents, and they were just like, oh no, we can't stay out here that long. So we ended up packing up not too long after that, and we moved into the white neighborhood. But I mean, I still, after school, even though I grew up in the white neighborhood, after school, I would hop on the train and go right back to the same neighborhood that I had first got beat up in, because we had lived down the street from where the family business was. So it was like, to move out, I just wasn't going to school out there where I didn't have to walk home and that stuff. But it was still, I was walking the streets anyway when I was working with the family business and running errands and picking up food for people that worked at the shop and things like that. So it really didn't matter. But once I was basically acquainted years down the line in the white neighborhood, it wasn't too much better out there. Because, I mean, I had to deal with racist law enforcement. So it's just like it went from gangs as just regular civilians in the black neighborhood that could beat you up to pretty much the same type of situation, just uniformed and having a status of authority that was perceived to a certain extent. But my grandparents came from the South. They had already understood what racism was. They had taught me everything about how to handle the situations. And I always had tough skin, and I always was able to defend myself and stand up for myself in most situations. So even when it came to like authority figures in my own town where they were expecting me to like be afraid and stuff like that and like be like, oh, you listen to me, you little nitter. And I mean, I swear to fucking God, like they be using the N-word, white people, to my straight face like I'm just supposed to be taking the shit. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe in this all white situation and I'm just a lone person. And that's how I'm thinking in my head. You get to the wrong neighborhood. And I had to tell them, I'm not saying this in a negative, bad stuff. I say, you get to the wrong neighborhood, trust me, you won't be able to get away with the same stuff. I mean, even if you came with a full authority figure type of situation, it's some people that really just wouldn't mind to cross that line with you. And I'm just telling you the truth about it, because it's some people that you push them over the edge and you're going to see what's over the edge. And I've been in those situations myself. I'm just saying. Shoot, I remember it was a couple of times I had negative situations with the law enforcement out here. It was like one time we were just sitting in the car, right? And for whatever reason, I'm the black kid in the neighborhood. They got to know everything that I do at all fucking times, right? So I'm sitting here just doing whatever I do, minding my fucking business, and in the back of the fucking car, and they trying to freaking harass the whole car, even white kids that's in the car. But I mean, I will say these weren't like the greatest high-end citizens of their own neighborhood. But that's another fucking thing. They always wanted to have me hang around like the bad bunch simply for the sake that I was black. They didn't know I'm sitting here getting perfect scores on my SAT and stuff like that, because when I'm in school and I'm not really interacting with everybody for the sake that I'm the oddball out, I wasn't like one of those bougie groups of blacks where we had those too. We had like the super bougie type that thought that they were white too. Like the ones that were just like, oh, we better than you because we can afford to be out here. It's like, I afford to be out here too. We got a whole ass business too. But the difference is I'm not trying to mask and associate myself as being better than nobody. I understand both sides of the world and community. And it feels as though like you run into that type of situation. But I feel like, yeah, these kids, they didn't know I was getting perfect scores on my SAT. So I had to deal with the type of people that thought I was low life just for the sake that I was black. And you have those that just think that. They're like, oh, you're black, you're beneath us. That's just how they're taught and brought up within society. And I just felt sad that that was the way that they had to experience life. So I had no other choice but to, befriend these kids and let them see that not all of them are as bad as you think, right? And I feel like even some of the times I was getting, sometimes I wouldn't get invited to parties just because I was black. Like that was the whole type of situation I was dealing with here. I had to throw my own parties where people can come over to my house and I could have the control or whatnot. Like I had parties here in this basement, shoulder to shoulder, music blasting, playing pool. We had beer pong tables and stuff set up. I had a bar and stuff like that, drinking. It wasn't like I was some low grade loser or nothing like that. I had been able to freaking make friends just as easy. It was just like I wasn't gonna let people use me just for having a house. So it was just like if you were gonna be a real friend, you had access. If you were just gonna be a user and thought that you can get away with it, because if you get those types too, I've had people try to use me, right?
Local tax experts are here. Now you can meet with a TurboTax expert in your community. They can do your taxes for you and get you
Sit here playing stuff all on my damn thing. That's so fucking rude. Just being rude. It's my show. What's wrong with you? But anyway, yeah, I just had situations and stuff like that. And it's crazy. It's crazy how the life that I've lived and all the things that I've experienced in all kind of walks of life.